Hello, my name is Jim DeMeo, and this is A Course in Miracles. We are in the middle of our review at Lesson 57, so let's get to the lessons we're reviewing. First, I am not a victim of the world I see. How can I be a victim of the world that can be completely undone, if I so chose? My chains are loosened. I can drop them off merely by desiring to do so. The prison door is open. I can leave simply by walking out. Nothing holds me in this world. Only my wish to stay keeps me a prisoner. I would give up my insane wishes and walk into the sunlight at last. This is not about a suicide pact. This is about a life pact. But it's a life very different from the life that we've been taught about. We've been taught about a life that has to do with this, the body. This is not about life and the body. This is about life as God created it, in God's mind, as part of that mind. If we embrace that fully, completely, indeed we are free. And what we can use this body for, communication with others, is unparalleled. Join with me in leaving the prison. The next lesson we're reviewing is, I have invented the world I see. I made up the prison in which I see myself. All I need to do is recognize this, and I'm free. I've deluded myself into believing it is possible to imprison the Son of God. I was bitterly mistaken in this belief, which I no longer want. The Son of God must be forever free. He is as God created him, not what I would make of him. He is where God would have him be, and not where I thought to hold him prisoner. Yes, of course the Son of God is about Jesus. But you see, the part that is sorely missing is the Son of God is just as much about us. God doesn't have favorites. The reason this is my Son in whom I am well pleased, in that scriptural verse, obviously is because Jesus accepted his sonship. He accepted that he is the Christ. So what was he doing here? Trying to help us to accept being the Christ. Look, it won't work with, I love Jesus, he's the Christ, that's it. It won't even work with, I love Jesus, and okay, I'm the Christ in and through Jesus. Okay, I'm good with that. However, it won't work. The only thing that will work is inclusive. Everyone I meet is indeed the Christ. There's the prison. The next lesson that he's reviewing is, there is another way of looking at the world. Since the purpose of the world is not the one I ascribe to it, whoever has the most toys wins, there must be another way of looking at it. I see everything upside down. My thoughts are the opposite of truth. I see the world as a prison for God's Son. It must be, then, that the world is really a place where he can be set free. I would look upon the world as it is and see it as a place where the Son of God finds his freedom. I find my freedom with you. That's why I do this blog, so that I might find my freedom with you. I could see peace instead of this. One of my favorites, because it's short and sweet. It works every time. When I see the world as a place of freedom, I realize that it reflects the laws of God instead of the rules I made for it to obey. I will understand that peace, not war, abides in it. And I will perceive that peace also abides in the hearts of all who share this place with me. So I watched Mel Gibson's newest effort to talk about the conflict he has within himself. And yes, Mr. Gibson, of course, within all of us. His movie, Hacksaw Ridge, is about a pacifist, but it's very much about war. Can we believe the way that young man believed? That killing, no matter what, is just not okay. Can we have peace? I don't know that any government has ever been formed based on the idea of peace. If it has, by all means, please write me back, text me back, post on this blog. If it hasn't, then let's get started in forming one. I could have peace instead of this. Could be our flag. And finally, my mind is part of God's. Now there's the reason I can have peace. I am very holy. Hopefully by now you know this is not about something that we have accomplished. This is what God's creation is. Very holy. As I share the peace of the world with my brothers, I begin to understand that this peace comes from deep within myself. The world I look upon has taken on the light of my forgiveness, seeing the truth, and shines forgiveness back at me, seeing the truth about me. I see the truth about you, see the truth about me. In this light, I begin to see what my illusions about myself keep hidden, the Son of God, the Christ. I begin to understand the holiness of all living things, including myself, and their oneness with me. Beautiful readings this morning. I hope your day is magnificent. And hopefully I can remember them as you remember them too today. Spend your time in meditation. Amen.